across the border. I was cautioned to surrender. This I could not do. I took my gun and vanished.
It's called Holy Moses. Emancipator / exterminator. When Moses came across the overseer eagerly engaged in beating up one of his chosen people's brethren, he smote him dead in biblical self-righteous justice. When Mumia's Philadelphia cab taxied along one of the city's frequently nightline offerings, the city's finest exercising their shillelaghs to beat his flesh and blood brothers' skull and bones to bloody pulp. Who knows what happened? When Dick and Henry carpet bombed the non-combatant babies of Cambodia, Marine Lieutenant Calley killed combatant babies by the dozens in the Nam, along with moms and grandmas, for good measure. When Nebraska ex-Senator Kerry's frightened soldiers massacred the village woman folk and children huddled in a frightened circle on the devastated ground, who cared what happened? Ever since Bar Kokhba fought the Roman conquerors of Palestine, also known as Israel, his patriots are celebrated in unending rites of light and glory. Since Palestinian native adolescents, rebellions against occupying strangers in their territories lob pebbles, better known as rocks, to Western press reporters at the U.S. armored Israeli tanks, they bulldoze homes and orchards of offenders, relatives, unto preceding generations. When Moses put to death his own tribe's masculine offenders for mingling with seductive Moab maidens. When Moses, after victory, pursuant to the Lord's commandments, none but he could hear, commanded murdered every Midian man and all the minor males and all the females who had lain in male embrace, major or minor, who checked the locus of each maiden's preparation. When Korah challenged Moses' regal manner of preeminence, so reminiscent of medieval monarchs' majesty, self-arrogated powers of the cross, the sword, and purse, in their inherent, usurped, or papally appointed, never elected office to be sure, whosoever opened up the bowels of the earth to suck him in. Read all about it. Numbers 16:32, where someone wrote this deed down in a book. disposed on every bedstand, furnished every room of all motels along the U.S. Christian highway system when Koresh challenged mighty armored hunches of the FBI in latter-day delusions of his own. Korah and Koresh and Kahane had more in common with each other than their names' initials.
When they poured across the border, I was cautioned to surrender. This I could not do. I took my gun